being a Navajo is really about the representation of me being a woman, a caretaker, a provider, and a teacher. It is said that what is in comparison to what the whole mainstream society knows as Jesus Christ, we have our own, and her name is Changing Woman, White Shell Woman. And it was said that she was prayed into creation because there was a time when there was hardship amongst the people, the Navajo people here in Dinetka, which is known as the Navajo Reservation. And there were people being devoured, and these gods and first man and first woman came together and said, how is it that we're going to save our people? How is it that we're going to help them and promote continuation into the future? So they prayed and they sang and they had such great faith, and one day upon one of our sacred mountains there was a big storm, and it just got bigger and bigger. Soon the mountain was engulfed with clouds, and when it was engulfed, the first man and the deity talking god had to go up there, and they found a beautiful young woman. And just the way that our cradle bore is made, there was a beautiful rainbow that was across her head. There were lightning across her body to protect her. Father Sky and Mother Earth were below her, and clouds were at her feet. And that's today why we have the cradle board. And it was a beautiful young woman. Some say she grew up in 4 days, others say she grew up in 12. But she grew into a young woman, and she had her first puberty ceremony. And that's who I represent. She was the first mother to the Navajo people. She was the savior. She gave birth to 2 twins who eventually, throughout history, have come to save the world. But they have left monsters that are still here with us today, which is hunger, thirst, illness, which is known as, in our language, as kind of like yacht, little bugs, parasites. That's what that's called. Laziness, old age. And with those 5, as me as a woman, I have that responsibility to fight those monsters off, to get them away from my people. Although they can never disappear, we can probably never take away hunger and thirst from the people. We can never stop old age, but we as women, me as myself as a woman, I can teach my people, I can teach my children and our future generations how to stand strong, how to be productive so that we're never hungry, how to always seek progression, and how to always never give up, promote motivation, find water to quench our thirst, and as well as the sicknesses. How is it that we can take care of our bodies? How is it we can take care of our minds? How is it that we can take care of our land so that it provides for us to overcome those different illnesses that are there, as well as old age. Laziness brings upon old age. Laziness helps, it actually ceases us from having that motivation to go out and take opportunities. So as a woman, me being a Navajo woman, that's my chore, that's my job for all of my life. And although I may not have all the materialism of this world, I have the love, the teachings, and the stories to promote that. So that's what it is about being Navajo. Sometimes you might be driving around the reservation and say, gosh, why aren't these people taking care of their land? Why aren't these people? On the other hand, you might say, oh my gosh, these individuals are taking care of the land. Oh my gosh, these individuals are progressing. It's all up to the women and the men who know the stories, who know their songs, to promote how to be stewards of this land, how to be stewards of their families, how to be stewards of themselves. And that is actually what you're seeing, is how each individual understands their capacity as being a Navajo woman or a Navajo man.